Hi friends, good evening. I'm in front of you to address two very specific issues related to SBI PO prelims. Number one, what to do in the next 4-5 days. It's 4-5 days left to exam. What to do in that? So you got a lot of texts like that. Sir, क्या करना है, कैसे करना है, कुछ बता दो. So I thought I'll address it quickly. So the answer is simple. You do not have to do anything new at the moment. कुछ भी नया मत start कीजिए. Fine. So it should be just revision and test taking. Revision, all of you understand कैसे करना है. So whatever notes and all you have got, just do it quickly so that there is nothing in the test about which you feel that you know it but you cannot recall, right? The rule is simple. There should be nothing in the test about which you get a feeling in the end after the test you knew it but you could not recall because you could not get time to revise it. This was one. Two would be test taking. How to take tests? Simple. Use mock test series. You can use Olive Board, Practice Mock, or whatever else you like. How many tests in a day? This is one question that you're definitely going to ask me. It has to be from this stage at least one daily. Fine. So at least 4-5 tests till the actual exam, and it can go as high as like 3 tests, 2-3 tests. If there is nothing much for you to revise, do not make it 4-5-6 tests in a day just because it's an hour-long test. Why? Because you also need to analyze the test. What is the meaning of analyzing the test? There's a playlist on this channel in which we have told you how to analyze the tests. Analyzing means that you have to look back at your performance, not just the solutions and all. No, that is okay. That is learning the subject. Analyzing means that you have to make sure that whatever your subject knowledge is, with that existing knowledge, you improve your marks. So that's the objective of analyzing the test. So at times, you do not realize how good you are. You know the subject, and at times, you keep feeling like there's a problem with the subject areas. No, the problem might be there with the subject areas if not doing well, but the problem might also be with your test taking skills, which many students do not realize. So work on your test taking skills, and it happens through taking a test very seriously, analyzing it, and trying to implement the stuff that you think should be done to improve in the next one, right? So it's a simple process. You take a test, a 1-hour test, analyze it. Analyzing means you look at those areas that you could have done better, areas in which you wasted time, questions in which you wasted time that were to be avoided. Fine. Some silly mistakes and all. Work on these. Fine. Work on these means you will not sit for 5 hours and work on them. Tell yourself to avoid these things consciously. Take a note of what mistakes you made before sitting for the next test. Revise that. Fine. I'll not do these mistakes. I'll make new mistakes. That's okay. I'll not repeat these mistakes. Is that okay? Do that. You're bound to improve in the next one. Just do that. Your marks would improve. These last 5 days should be given to just test taking. Now, one small thing in test taking, because in fact, 2 more. Some people are bad at a particular section. So this 1-hour test is not just one test. It's 3 tests, right? So say you do not get marks in reasoning. Just for example, hypothetical example. So you can also do this because you need to desperately, you need to fix your reasoning section, and the rest who are okay. You can break that mock test up into 3 parts and take just that reasoning thing. Fine. So a test of reasoning, just a 20-minute test, analyze it so that it can be fixed quickly. Otherwise, if you take the whole test, it'll take thrice the time, right? So to save time, you can also do this with a few tests, with just a few tests. But taking the overall 3-section test, 1-hour test is also important. But if you're weak in a particular section, this analysis can be done for that particular section as well, right? And one last thing when it comes to test taking, simulate the conditions. What is the meaning of simulating the conditions? Appear for the test the way you would appear for the test on the day of the exam. As far as possible, simulate the conditions. Fine. So do not take the test on a mobile or a tab. If possible, do it on a computer. Most of you would be able to manage that. Sit in isolation. There should be nobody around you, no TV, no mobile, nothing like that. Fine. Take it very seriously. Even the dress that you're wearing at the time should be very close to what you would be wearing on the day of the exam, right? So if there is a mask, everybody would have to wear a mask on the day of the exam. Wear a mask while taking a test. These small things do make a difference. It's all about conditioning. Fine. So condition yourself to perform to your best, to give an optimal performance on the day of the exam. And how do you do that? By making yourself go through that process again and again and again, and that's how it becomes a mock process. Fine. So if you are planning to wear shoes on the day of the exam while taking this test, do it. If your test is scheduled at say 1:30 p.m. fine, again 1:30 whatever it is, take one test at least at 1 p.m. daily. So if you're somebody who will say, I'll take 2 tests daily. So one of those should happen at 1 p.m. That's your slot. Fine. You get conditioned for it. These are simple things, basic things, but we ignore them, and that kind of hampers our performance. Say your slot is 8 in the morning, right? Many people would get the first slot, and you are not somebody who rises up early, fine? You wakes up late. So what should do now is that change your sleep cycle from tomorrow. One day, get up early, force yourself to get up early. You'll sleep early then, and the next day you'll be feeling fine. Otherwise, on the day of the exam, if you wake up early, you're not an early riser, otherwise it might hamper your performance. So do it exactly in the same manner that you'll be doing on the day of the exam. Guys, I've got another small thing to discuss with you. You're aware that SBI clerk results were announced recently, though you desperately want the results to be announced, but this timing was not the best. Why? Because there's an important exam coming up. Now the people who got selected are not 100% focused. When they're happy, they cannot contain their happiness, some of them, right? The people who could not make it are very sad about it, and the feeling is, if I could not crack the clerk exam, what chances are there, what chances do I realistically have in the PO exam? Unka bhi problem hai. And then there are people who missed narrowly, and they are inquiring everywhere about kitne tak waiting list clear ho jati hai, isn't it? Aisa hi hai. So for this third category, do not wait for it. If it's a couple of marks, it might clear, you might get it, fine, but don't wait for it. Keep working for the next exam. If it happens, it'll be a bonus for you. For the first 2 categories, those who passed and those who failed or do not have a chance, I've got a small story to tell you. It's about sports, it's about cricket, and believe me, sports have got so much to teach us that way. So it's a very small story, please be with me. India was touring Pakistan in 1989, in the winter of 1989, November, December. It was the debut series of Sachin Tendulkar. That's how you'll be able to recall. Fine. Not recall, but yeah, that's how you'll be able to relate to it. Mohammad Azharuddin was in very poor form. Chris Srikanth was the captain of the team. So it was a 4 test match series, and India was expected to lose the series. Pakistan team was much superior. Azharuddin was supposed to sit out of it, the first test, and his place was to be taken by Raman Lamba, domestic stalwart, a great player. Could not do much on the international scene, unfortunately, but yes, he was to play that test match. Raman Lamba suffered a finger injury just before that test match, the first test match, and he could not play, and Azharuddin had to be inducted into the 11. Azharuddin did decently well to retain his place for the 4 tests. Raman Lamba could not play any of those 4 tests and did not get a chance to play for India ever after. His career was done, international career was done, because of a freak finger injury. The story does not end here. Azharuddin did well, fine, and India came back, they drew the series, that was an achievement. But the turmoil was going on when it comes to leadership in Indian cricket. The way things turned out, Azharuddin was the captain of the team that toured New Zealand after a month. So a person, think about that, a person who was finding it tough to retain his place in the team a month back, now is the captain of the team. That's how the fortunes change. Such is life. Think about Raman Lamba. The poor guy never got a chance again. Never got a chance again. Why did I tell you this story? You can be a Raman Lamba, right? You might never get a chance again. You might not get another shot. I'm not trying to scare you, just telling you a reality. It might happen with some of you कि किसी भी मजबूरी की वजह से, because of circumstances, you might have to work in some private company. हो सकता है चांस नहीं मिलेगा पढ़ने का, ठीक से टाइम नहीं मिलेगा, you might not make it. What is the moral? क्या सीखते हैं हम इससे? Grab your chances. Do not take anything for granted. You might not get this chance again. हो सकता है ना? अजहर पे आते हैं. A guy who was to be thrown out of the team just a month back now is the captain. Fine. What did he do? You've heard this, fortune favors the brave. He kind of realized that it's getting tough for him, and he got this chance. It was serendipity, it was good fortune. He consulted a Pakistani great, Zahir Abbas, you must have heard the name, a very similar player, a wristy player, consulted him about his batting, and he apparently got some tips about his grip. He adjusted it. He did reasonably well in the series, had 300 plus runs, did enough to retain his place. And as luck would have it, he was made the captain after that. Raj Singh Lungapru, he was another good story about that for some other day. But can you if you look at it, it teaches us so much. क्या सीखने को मिलता है हमें, what do we learn from it? जब मौका मिला है उसको भुनाओ, ज़रूरी है. आपने सुना है make hay while the sun shines. It might change, the things might change very quickly, very very quickly. Wait मत करो, इसी बार ख़त्म करना है, इस काम को ख़त्म करना है. I know so many POs who could not clear the clerk exam. This is for people who are feeling disappointed and disoriented. मैं तो किसी लायक नहीं हूँ. मैंने बहुत सारे ऐसे लोग देखे हैं, बहुत सारे देखे हैं. हो जाता है, कंपटीशन है. वन फेलियर डज नॉट डिफाइन यू. कुछ फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता. वो बंदा जो टीम से बाहर जाने वाला था 7-8 साल तक फिर इंडिया का कैप्टन रहेगा. सोच के देखो. वो बंदा जो क्लर्क में फेल हुआ वो अब PO बन के नौकरी करेगा. सोच के देखो, समझ आ जाएगी मेरी बात. ठीक है. आई होप ऑल ऑफ यू लर्न समथिंग फ्रॉम दिस एंड वर्क रियली हार्ड. फाइन, वर्क टू द बेस्ट ऑफ योर पोटेंशियल. कुछ भी चांस में नहीं छोड़ोगे. मैं अपने आप को इम्प्रूव नहीं कर सकता इस स्टेज पे. आई कैन नॉट इम्प्रूव माई सेल्फ मच, बट वॉट आई कैन डेफिनेटली टेल माई सेल्फ, वॉट आई कैन डेफिनेटली प्रॉमिस माई सेल्फ इज दैट आई विल गिव माई बेस्ट. आर यू रेडी? गिव योर बेस्ट गाइज. वर्क हार्ड. मे द फोर्स बी विद यू.